R.I.P. Alicia, now calling you now, truly that's our favorite teacher. Let's say if the preacher, vanity of vanities, he that made the same mistake again, he called it insanity. Show me a man without diversity, I show you a man without character. See this messenger do us all to prepare us for disaster. Time is moving faster when the really makes it home. They'll be all living lavish. If he won't treat you right, won't teach you right. Serve Yahweh with all your soul and all your might. It'll make your prayers monkey cry. True for tradition to be the heart of the Father. Back to the children, there is no other God beside my making name. Yahweh, a hosting, there is no Holy Ghost in supposing you thought he came to be priest on this earth. He said no. Old man for counsel and young man for woe. For sure to the late grade prophet who taught us the knowledge of Yahweh. Therefore I pay homage, giving glory to the Holy One, the King of the Kings, the strength of Israel. One day he redeemed. Yahweh, all of my strength of day. Remember all of the third motion. But then he was going to give himself for sacrifice and die for all their sins. Now he was going to bear for all their sins, and then all their sins was laid upon him. The men that raised the little bitty babies, the men that had sex with the little daughters, the men that were murdering their mothers, the men that were stealing from Yah, like the preachers and toys today, these are all the sins on this person.
Shalom, 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 brothers and sisters all over the world. I'm Yahweh to be in Israel. Now, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise and worship to Yahweh by saying hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Praise the mighty Yah. Now, I'm gonna before I get started, my shirt on my last video that y'all couldn't see it. So this what it said. It says, okay, now, got that over with. Okay, now, today's topic, I was driving the other day, and a brother just out of nowhere called me. Name was Johnny Springfield. He was from Alabama. We talked a little bit, and he's seeking knowledge and everything, and I'm going to dedicate this subject to Johnny Springfield out of Alabama. That's what I'm going to talk about today. He wants, you know, how you treat your wife, how you treat your kids, and how a man supposed to do, and you know, and how a family supposed to get along and do, you know. So today's topic to Johnny, brother, to you out there. Peace, shalom, shalom, brother Johnny Springfield. I'm going to dedicate this to you and your wife because you called me and, you know, and wanted me to talk about it. So that's what we're going to do today. But we're going to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh. That's it and that's all. Because there's nobody can help you or save you but Yah. So, and then another thing we was talking about on the phone, I wanted to prove beyond a shadow of doubt that Abraham's father was an idolater. He served other gods. And that's like my father. My father is an idolater. He go to church. He's a deacon in the church, and he served that monkey in the New Testament. I can't tell him nothing, and he don't want to know nothing. So a lot of times your parents can be dead wrong, 100% wrong. Y'all is right, and your parents can be wrong. So, you know, I understand this here, because when I read this reminds me of my father, because he's an idolater. That means you serve another God besides Yah. That's what an idolater is. So now I'm going to go to Joshua, the book of Joshua, the 24th chapter, and I'm going to start at the first verse.
Joshua chapter 24, verse 1. And Joshua gathered all the tribes of Israel to Shechem, and called for the elders of Israel, and for their heads, and for their judges, and for their officers. And they presented themselves before Elohim. And Joshua said unto all the people, Thus saith Yahweh Elohim of Israel, Your fathers dwelt on the other side of the flood in old time, even Terah, the father of Abraham, and the father of Nachor, and they served other gods.
See, they served other gods. Abraham's father's name was Terah. His name was Terah, and he served another god. Read.
And I took your father Abraham from the other side of the flood, and led him throughout all the land of Canaan, and multiplied his seed, and gave him Isaac. And I gave unto Isaac Jacob and Esau, and I gave unto Esau Mount Seir to possess it.
Okay, so in other words, the Almighty took Abraham from his father and from his family and showed him something different. Took him away from that idolatry life, worshiping other gods. So, a lot of times, the truth ain't for everybody. It's not meant for everybody. I'm going to prove to you that the truth ain't for everybody. Hey, but Johnny, I'm going to talk about your subject in a few minutes, but I got to show the people how Yahweh get out. Let's go to, I think, Jeremiah. And then I'm going to get started on your subject. Okay, Jeremiah chapter 3. Okay, yeah, Jeremiah. Yeah, start the 12th verse. Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 12.
Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 12. Go and proclaim these words toward the north, and say, Return, thou backsliding Israel.
The Almighty say, come back to me. Leave JC alone, Muhammad alone, Christianity alone, Islam alone. Leave that junk alone. Come back to me. Read.
Saith Yahweh, and I will not cause my anger to fall upon you.
That's right, because he's a merciful Elohim. He ain't going to be mad at you forever. Read.
For I am merciful, saith Yahweh, and I will not keep anger forever.
Turn away from Christianity and JC. He ain't going to be mad at you if you do. Read.
Only acknowledge thy iniquity.
You only acknowledge your sins, your iniquities, things that you have did. Acknowledge it. Don't hide them and try to act like you was right. Confess. The Almighty wants you to confess your sins. Yes, I've been a rotten, dirty dog. I done did this. I done did that. I done served JC. I done went to church. I done woo up the band. Whatever you done did, acknowledge your sins. Read.
That thou hast transgressed against Yahweh thy Elohim.
Because when you do anything other than serve Yah, you transgressing. Read.
And scatter thy ways to the strangers under every green tree. And ye have not obeyed my voice.
And we have not always obeyed Yahweh's voice. Read.
Saith Yahweh.
That's right.
Turn, O backsliding children, saith Yahweh.
Who is the backsliding children? The Hebrew Israelites is his children. And he wants us to come back to him. Read.
For I am married unto you.
Yahweh said, I'm married to the children of Israel, the Hebrew people.
And I will take you one of a city.
I'll take you one out of Alabama, Chicago, New York, and Texas, a city.
And two of a family.
And two out of your family.
And I will bring you to Zion.
And I will bring you to Jerusalem, because Mount Zion is in Jerusalem. I'll take you home, bring you back over to the Holy Land.
And I will give you pastors according to my heart.
People that's going to tell you the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Pastors, Hebrew brothers that's Torah-based. Read.
Which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding.
Going to tell you the truth. Like I said, going to feed you with truth and knowledge and understanding. They're going to give you the righteous people to follow. Okay, enough of that. Now let's go to, did I read Joshua 20? Yeah, I think I read that about it. Okay, now let's go to Proverbs 3. Proverbs 3 and 12. Now I'm finna get on your subject, Johnny Springfield from Alabama. Okay, 3 and 12.
Proverbs chapter 3, verse 12. For whom Yahweh loveth, he correcteth.
Yahweh correct the ones that he loves. He'll change you. You will be a changed man. Read.
Even as a father the son in whom he delighteth.
Even as a son, because if you got a son, you gonna do the right thing by your son, and you gonna raise him up the right way. Okay, read.
Happy is the man that findeth wisdom,
Happy is the man that findeth wisdom,
and the man that getteth understanding.
and the man that get understanding this book, this Old Testament.
For the merchandise of it is better than the merchandise of silver,
Rather have this than silver.
and the gain thereof than fine gold.
Rather have the book than fine gold. Okay, let's go to Proverbs 5. 5 and 18.
Proverbs chapter 5, verse 18. Let thy fountain be blessed, and rejoice with the wife of thy youth.
Okay, when you get you a wife when you're young, you get with her. That's right.
Let her be as the loving hind and pleasant roe.
Let her satisfy you.
Let her breast satisfy thee at all times.
When y'all making love and, having sex, doing, that's what the book say, caress your wife. Caress her.
And be thou ravished always with her love.
With her love, that's right.
And why wilt thou, my son, be ravished with a strange woman?
Why, if you got a pretty black sister, why would you go and get with a Gentile, a strange woman, a white woman? Now, Johnny Springfield, I don't know what color your wife is, because we didn't discuss none of that. Okay, but that's irrelevant right now today. I'm telling you what y'all saying. If you got a white wife and she's serving Yah and y'all both serving Yah, okay, it's cool. But the Almighty is real merciful. I can't say what he gonna do to you if she's white. I don't know. But all I know is what the book say. He'd rather for you to be with your own kind. That's all the book's saying. So we ain't gonna even get off into what nationality your wife is or whatever. So that's irrelevant today. Okay, you finish that?
And embrace the bosom of a stranger.
And breast the bristle of a stranger. Okay, let's go to Proverbs 13 and 24.
Proverbs chapter 13, verse 24. He that spared his rod hated his son.
If you got a son and you don't chastise him or whoop him, you hate him. The book say you hate him. You supposed to whoop your child. Don't be agreeing with them when they wrong and doing wrong things. You supposed to discipline your kids. That's what a real family man, a righteous man, and a father gonna do. He gonna discipline his kid. He ain't gonna let him do what he want to do up in his house. You gonna have the rules and regulations up in your house. Read.
But he that loveth him chasteneth him betimes.
Okay, if you love your son, you're gonna test him betimes. Okay, let's go to Proverbs 15 and 20.
Proverbs chapter 15, verse 20. A wise son maketh a glad father.
A wise son maketh a glad father.
But a foolish man despiseth his mother.
A foolish son gonna despise his mother. Okay, Proverbs, 15, 20. Let's go to Proverbs 17 and 6.
Proverbs chapter 17, verse 6. Children's children are the crown of old men.
Okay, when you get old, you got plenty of kids. That's the crown. That's good.
And the glory of children are their fathers.
The glory of children are their fathers. It's a blessing to have kids. It's a blessing to have a house full of kids. And it's a curse if you don't.
Excellent speech.
Hold on, that's it. That's all I think I want. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's go to Proverbs 18 and 22.
Proverbs chapter 18, verse 22. Whoso findeth a wife findeth a good thing.
Hey, Judge Springfield talking to you. He said, who that findeth a wife finds a good thing. So that's a good thing that you got a good wife, that you married.
And obtaineth favor of Yahweh.
And this come from Yah. This come from Yah, baby. Book talking. I ain't talking. But I'm letting the book do the talking. Okay, let's go to Proverbs 19. Proverbs 19 and 26.
Proverbs chapter 19, verse 26. He that wasteth his father and chaseth away his mother is a son that causeth shame and bringeth reproach.
Okay, bringeth reproach. That means chase out to do harm to their parents. And ain't studying their parents, their father and mother. And shame and reproach going to come up on a child that's disobedient and hard-headed. That's what this is saying. Okay, let's go to Proverbs 27. You read 27?
Cease my son, to hear the instruction that causes to err from the words of knowledge.
Listen to your parents when they tell you right from wrong. That's right. Okay, Proverbs 20:7.
Proverbs chapter 20, verse 7. The just man walketh in his integrity.
Your honesty. Turn to be honesty. Read.
His children are blessed after him.
And the reason why your children are blessed after you, because you didn't raise them from right from wrong. You didn't raise them in the word of Yah instead of Christianity. You didn't raise them right. They know right from wrong. They know to serve Yah instead of JC. They know to keep the law, then to go to church. They know to eat beef and not eat pork. See, you have to bring your children up in a certain way when you're serving Yah. You can't just let them go over grandma's house for Christmas and Easter and Halloween and Thanksgiving and do what they do. No, we ain't gonna do that. Not no righteous father, not no good father. Okay, with that Proverbs 27. Okay, let's go to Proverbs 22. 22 and 6.
Proverbs chapter 22, verse 6. Train up a child in the way he should go.
Start off when he's 2 and 3 years old. Train up a child in the way he should go. When he's 1 and 2 years old, that's when you start training him.
He will not depart, and when he is old, he will not depart from it.
When he get grown, he ain't gonna eat no pork chops. He ain't gonna put that Christmas tree in his house. He ain't gonna be going to church. He ain't gonna be wearing no cross when he get old, because you done taught him right from wrong. You done taught him to love Yah and don't be studying that New Testament or JC. That's what they read that again, because I love that right there.
Train up a child in the way he should go.
Teach a child when he's young. Don't wait till he's 14 and 15 years old to try to treat them in trouble. It's too late then. It's too late once they get to 13, 14, 15 years old. No, it's too late to train them up then. Read.
And when he is old,
when he get grown,
he will not depart from it.
He ain't going to stop serving Yah. Okay. Let's go to Proverbs 20 and 11. Okay, Proverbs 20 and 11. Yeah.
Proverbs chapter 20, verse 11. Even a child is known by his doings.
You know when you got a child young and coming up, even in doing the things that he do, you can see when he going to be.
Whether his work be pure and whether it be right.
You going to understand and see if you study your kids and know your kids when they coming up, you going to see, yeah, oh, he going to be a lawyer. He going to be a fisherman. He going to be a plumber. He going to be an electrician. He going to be a rapper. He going to be this. He going to be that. You know, you can see it in him. Okay, what's that? Proverbs. It's Proverbs 31 then. Proverbs 31 and 10.
Proverbs chapter 31, verse 10. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies.
Hey, it's asking a question. Who can find a virtuous woman? A virtuous woman is a righteous woman. Just go do what Yah say do. You know, read.
The heart of her husband doeth safely trust in her.
And Johnny Springfield, you going to trust in your wife when she serve Yah. You ain't going to have no doubt not to trust her. That's what the book say. You going to safely trust in her. You ain't got to worry about her playing no game. Because, boy, she know that she fear Yah. Read.
So that he shall have no seed. So that he shall have no need of spoil.
You need to rob her or harm her, do her something wrong. You ain't going to have to jump on her and whoop her and all that crazy stuff.
She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life.
Long as your wife with you, Johnny Springfield, she going to do you good all her days if she serve Yah, when she turn to Yah. And all her days. Now the book talking. I ain't talking. This is what the book say. Read.
She seeketh wool and flax and worketh willingly with her hands.
Okay, she help you out. She work and, you know, take your home, clean up and do the right thing. Read.
She is like the merchant ships. She bringeth her food from afar.
She go way across town, Walmart or wherever she had to get her food and bring home. Read.
She riseth also while it is yet night.
Early in the morning, 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, bacon and eggs waking you up. Beef bacon, not no pork bacon. Bacon and eggs. Read.
And giveth meat to her household.
That's right. She feeding her family, feeding her husband and her children.
And a portion to her maidens. She considereth a field and buyeth it.
She go buy some land. She go buy some land so she can plant a garden and stuff. Read.
With the fruit of her hands she planted a vineyard.
A garden.
She girded her loins with strength, and strengthened her arms. She perceived that her merchandise is good.
She makes sure the merchandise is good. It ain't generic. It ain't cheap. Make sure it's good.
Her candle goeth not out by night.
She gonna pay her bills on time. She ain't gonna make sure they ain't gonna cut her lights off. Cause she know that bill coming every month. She gonna make sure that them lights get paid. That light ain't gonna go out unless she cut it off. Not the white folks cut it off. She cut it off. Read.
She laid her hands to the spindle.
You lay her hand to the spindle. That's like a seamstress. She ain't really, I mean, this ain't for everybody because everybody can't do everything everybody else can do. But this just a woman that's a seamstress is talking about.
And her hands hold the distaff.
That's right.
She stretched out her hand to the poor.
She helped people. She courteous and nice and helped the poor.
Yea, she reacheth forth her hands to the needy.
And if somebody need a glass of water or something needs, she'll feed the poor.
She is not afraid of the snow for her household.
The reason why she ain't afraid of the snow for her household because she done paid her electricity bill. Because she gonna have heat. She got kerosene, gas, and heat. However you heat your house up, you ain't gonna be afraid of the snow. You gonna tell the snow come on, cause you know it's coming every year. And when you know bills coming every month, just like the weather gonna change. So you gonna be self-sufficient and independent, and gonna take care of your house and make sure you got heat in it. Read.
For all her household are clothed with scarlet.
It's real nice and clean up.
She maketh herself coverings of tapestry. Her clothing is silk and purple.
Yeah.
Her husband is known in the gates.
Johnny is known in the gates. Everybody know Johnny. Watch this.
When he sitteth among the elders of the land.
When he's sitting around talking about Yah.
She maketh fine linen.
She make fine linen.
And selleth it.
That's her job. She's a seamstress. She sell clothes.
And delivereth girdles unto the merchant.
Unto the merchant. When they come, they trade.
Strength and honor are her clothing.
That's how she get paid off her clothing. Strength and honor. That's how she make her living. And some women are doctors, some men are lawyers, some men are teachers, some women are nurses. You know, you got all different kind of women, all different fields of women.
And she shall rejoice in time to come.
That's right.
She openeth her mouth with wisdom.
She talk with sense. She don't be drunk and cussing and acting on fool, running the streets and all this goofy stuff that these women do nowadays.
And in her tongue is the law of kindness.
Real humble and nice.
She looketh well to the ways of her household.
She gonna take care of home. She gonna make sure home is first.
And eateth not the bread of idleness.
She ain't lazy. This woman is not lazy. She gonna get up and get it done. Get some work done.
Her children arise up and call her blessed.
Children gonna be bragging on her. Boy, I got a good mama. I ain't never one without a meal. I have fun. My mama spend time with me. She do this, she do that. Always bragging on his mama. That's right, like Tupac. Nothing but my mama. Y'all know the song, Dear Mama. Boy, talking about her. That's right. You're going to be blessed talking about your mama.
Her husband also, and he praised her.
He praised her. He got a good way. He tell everybody about his wife. Johnny, you tell everybody about her. That's right, boy. When you got a good one, you tell everybody about her.
Many daughters have done virtuously.
Many daughters have done virtuously.
But thou excellest them all.
Hey, if your wife got 10 sisters, if she got 10 sisters, boy, she over all of them. You pick the right one, and the rest of the 9, hey, ain't studying. But you go. That's what this saying, boy. She excels over all of them. 10 sisters, and you got to pick. Read.
Favor is deceitful.
Favor is deceitful.
And beauty is vain.
Almighty don't care nothing about no beauty. If she ain't no dime piece, don't worry about it. Look at her heart. Almighty ain't thinking about how if she don't look like Beyonce. And that don't mean nothing to y'all. Don't care how you look. If you look like Beyonce and serving JC, you ain't a fart in the windstorm. You ain't worth 2 dead flies. You'd rather be ugly like what's her name? But the other one with the dread. What's her name? Well, yeah. If you look like Whoopi Goldberg and serve Yah, boy, you 100. Care nothing about no looks. Read.
But a woman that feareth Yahweh, she shall be praised.
That's the woman gonna be praised, the one that fear Yah. Not the one look good, the one that serve Yah, whether she look good or not.
Give her of the fruit of her hands, and let her own works praise her in the gates.
That's right. Okay. Okay. Let's go to Psalm 27. Psalms 27 and 10.
Psalms chapter 27, verse 10. Will my father and my mother forsake me?
Hey, they say when the father and mother forsake me, I mean, when you got a deadbeat dad or a deadbeat mother, they own dope, they're alcoholics, they done gave you kids to their grandmama, their mama, or whoever, when they ain't no good, when your father and mother ain't no good,
then Yahweh will take me up.
Then Yahweh gonna rescue you. Don't worry about it. Their mom and daddy gave you away, don't worry about it. Yahweh gonna take you up. Read that again. That's corn right there.
When my father and my mother forsake me.
Man, my father and mother ain't studying me no more. When I was born, they gave me to my grandmama, whatever. They got rid of you, adopted you. I mean, gave you up for adoption.
Then Yahweh will take me up.
Yahweh gonna step in and get you. So don't worry about it being a deadbeat dad or deadbeat mama, because Yahweh looking at everything, know everything. He'll get you. Okay, what's that proverb? Psalm 128. Psalm 128, all up.
Psalms chapter 128, verse 1. Blessed is everyone that feareth Yahweh, that walketh in his ways.
Everybody that fear Yah and walk in his ways, the commandments, the laws, the statutes, precept, and judgment, going to be blessed. That's what the book said. Read.
For thou shalt eat the labor of thy hands. Happy shalt thou be, and it shall be well with thee. Thy wife shall be as a fruitful vine by the sides of thine house, thy children like olive plants round about thy table.
That's right. Plenty of kids. Your wife will have plenty of kids.
Behold, that thus shall the man be blessed that feareth Yahweh.
And Johnny, if you fear Yahweh, you're going to be blessed. Talking to you now, because you're a man, so he talking to you and me. If fear Yah, you're going to be blessed.
Behold.
No, 8, start at 5 again.
Oh. Yahweh shall bless thee out of Zion.
You're going to be blessed out of Zion.
And thou shalt see the good of Jerusalem all the days of thy life.
You're going back home. When you serve Yah, you're going back. You're going to leave the United States and go back home.
Yea, thou shalt see thy children's children.
You're going to see your great-great-grandkids, Johnny.
And peace upon Israel.
And peace upon Israel. That's right. Book popping it. Okay, let's go to Isaiah 49. Yeah, 49. Okay, Isaiah 49 and 15. Only 14.
Isaiah chapter 49, verse 14. But Zion said, Yahweh hath forsaken me, and my Yahweh hath forgotten me. Can a woman forget her sucking child?
Yes, a woman can forget her sucking child. She ain't studying that baby. She chasing some man, she chasing dope, and she chasing everything under the sun, but ain't studying no kids. Read.
That she should not have compassion on the son of her womb. Yea, they may forget.
Your mama might forget you.
Yet will I not forget thee.
Yahweh say, I ain't going to forget you. Don't worry about it. Hey, Yahweh say, I ain't going to forget you. The book doing all the talking. Talking about these women that lead their kids. Not saying you, Johnny, but I'm just saying how the people of the world get their kids away and don't be down for their children like they supposed to. You supposed to love your children, and they supposed to be obedient too. Okay, that's 15. Okay, cool. Let's go to Exodus 21. I always say he ain't gonna forget you, boy. Everybody in the world might forget you, but y'all ain't gonna forget you. My own father, I can't even have a conversation with him. You know, I still love him because the book said, honor thy father and thy mother. And I got to honor them whether they right or wrong. They still my parents. And I'm going to respect them to the end. But that don't mean I'm going to follow them when they come before y'all. I'm going to put y'all first, and my mother and father come second. If y'all say don't do it, and your parents say do it, you're supposed to not do it. You follow y'all. If you want to get technical about it, Yahweh over your father and your mama. Because at the end of the day, when your mom and daddy gone, who you going to have? Nobody but Yah. Oh, what did I say? Exodus 21 and let's see, 1 through 6, yeah.
Exodus chapter 21, verse 1. Now these are the judgments which thou shalt set before them. If thou buy a Hebrew servant, 6 years he shall serve, 6 years he shall serve, and in the 7th he shall go out free for nothing.
Okay, you're gonna work for 6 years or 7 years. You're gonna work for nothing. You get a pass. You get free for that 7 year. Right? Read.
If he came in by himself, he shall go out by himself.
If he come by himself, he go by himself.
If he were married, then his wife shall go out with him.
Now, if he can get a wife, she got to leave with him, because the time is up.
If his master have given him a wife, and she have borne him sons or daughters, the wife and her children shall be her master's, and he shall go out by himself.
That's right.
And if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master, my wife, and my children, I will not go out free, then his master shall bring him unto the judges. He shall also bring him to the door, or unto the door post, and his master shall bore his ear through with an awl, and
pierce his ear with an awl,
and he shall serve him forever.
That's right, because he got a good master, and the master treating him right. He ain't abusing and messing over him. Read. Or what? Hold on, is that 6?
Yeah.
Okay, all right then. Okay. Let's go to Exodus 21 and 22. Yeah, 22. Skip on that.
Exodus chapter 21, verse 22. If men strive and hurt a woman with child.
Okay, this is a pregnant woman. If a man hurt a pregnant woman, this was going to happen. You ain't got no business hitting her in her stomach or kicking her so she can, lose her baby. Read.
So that her fruit depart from her.
She have a miscarriage and lose her baby.
And yet no mischief follow. He shall be surely punished, according as the woman's husband will lay upon him.
Okay, whatever the charge your husband lay upon this man for hurting this baby, the charge is going to come from him.
And he shall pay as the judges determine.
Whatever the $1 million, $10 million, $5 million, because you can't put no price on life. So that ain't even enough money. $5 million ain't nothing. The man that made your wife have a miscarriage, lose her baby. That money that ain't nothing.
And if mischief follow, then thou shalt give life for life.
Life for life.
Eye for eye.
Not love your enemies. Life for life.
Tooth for tooth.
Tooth for tooth.
Hand for hand.
Hand for hand.
Foot for foot.
Foot for foot.
Burning for burning.
That's right.
Wound for wound.
Wound for wound. But the New Testament say love your enemies. Now, if this would have been in the New Testament, it'd have been all right. Oh, man, so what? He kicked in her stomach. She had a miscarriage. When she get pregnant, kick her again. Turn the other cheek. That's what the New Testament say. Read.
Stripe for stripe. And if a man smite the eye of his servant, or the eye of his maid, that it perish, he shall let him go free for his eye's sake.
Okay. Well, that's it. Let's go to Numbers. Numbers 30. Numbers chapter 30. And start at the first verse.
Numbers chapter 30, verse 1. And Moses spake unto the heads of the tribes concerning the children of Israel, saying, This is the thing which Yahweh hath commanded. If a man vow a vow unto Yahweh,
if you make a promise or a vow to Yah, put it on Yah like that. They put it on God, they put it on their mom and your dad and all this old stuff. So if you make a vow, you better hold fast to it. Read.
Or swear an oath to bind his soul with a bond, He shall not break his word.
Your word is your bond. Whatever you say out your mouth supposed to be law. Don't be lying to people. Man, I swear I'm going to be there at 7 o'clock. And don't show up at all. Lying. Read.
He shall do according to all that proceeded out of his mouth.
Whatever come out your mouth, you supposed to make it happen. I don't say it. Shut up. If you can't put up, shut up. You run around here running your mouth and you can't do this. Talk is cheap. Time is expensive. Be a man of your word. That's what they're saying. Be a man of your word. Now, I ain't talking to you, Johnny. I'm talking about to the world. So don't get it twisted that I'm talking about you, brother, because I don't even know you from a can of paint. You just called me out the blue. So, no, I ain't talking about you, brother, because I don't know you. So I can't be talking about you. Read.
If a woman also vow a vow unto Yahweh,
If a woman vow to Yah,
and bind herself by a bond, being in her father's house in her youth, and if her father hear her vow, and her bond wherewith she have bound her soul, and her father shall hold his peace at her, then all her vows shall stand, and every bond wherewith she hath bound her soul shall stand. But if her father disallow her in the day that he heareth not any of her vows or of her bonds wherewith she hath bound her soul shall stand, and Yahweh shall forgive her because her father disallowed her.
That's right, disallow. Let's see what that word disallow means. Okay.
Disallow, to deny the force, truth, or validity of, to refuse to allow.
Okay. Read on.
Verse 6, and she had at all a husband when she vowed, or uttered aught out of her lips, wherewith she bound her soul, and her husband heard it, and held his peace at her in the day that he heard it, then her vows shall stand, and her bonds wherewith she bound her soul shall stand. But if her husband disallowed her on the day that he heard it, then he shall make her vow which she vowed, and that which she uttered with her lips, wherewith she bound her soul, of none effect, and Yahweh shall forgive her. But every vow of a widow and of her that is divorced, wherewith they have bound their souls, shall stand against her. And if she vowed in her husband's house, or bound her soul by a bond with an oath, and her husband heard it, and held his peace at her, and disallowed her not, then all her vows shall stand, and every bond wherewith she bound her soul shall stand. But if her husband have utterly made them void on the day he heard them, then whatsoever proceeded out of her lips concerning her vows, or concerning the bond of her soul, shall not stand. Her husband hath made them void, and Yahweh shall forgive her. Every vow and every binding oath to afflict the soul, her husband may establish it, or her husband may make it void. But if her husband altogether hold his peace at her from day to day, then he establisheth all her vows, or all her bonds, which are upon her, he confirmeth them, because he held his peace at her in the day that he heard them. But if he shall anyways make them void after that he hath heard them, then he shall bear her iniquity. These are the statutes which Yahweh commanded Moses between man and his wife, between the father and his daughter, being yet in her youth in her father's house.
Okay. All right. Let's go to what's that, Numbers? Okay, go to Deuteronomy 21. I think Deuteronomy 21 and 10. Yeah.
Deuteronomy chapter 21 verse 10. When thou goest forth to war against thy enemies,
When you go out go to war for your enemies,
And Yahweh thy Elohim have delivered them into thy hands,
Deliver your enemies into your hand,
and thou hast taken them captive,
and you have taken the enemies captive.
and seest among the captives a beautiful woman, and hast a desire unto her, that thou wouldest have her to thy wife.
Okay.
Then thou shalt bring her home to thine house, and she shall shave her head.
She gonna become bald headed, shave her hair because it's gonna grow back, bald headed.
And par her nails.
That's right.
And she shall put the raiment of her captivity from off her, and shall remain in thine house, and bewail her father and her mother a full month. And after that thou shalt go in unto her, and be her husband, and she shall be thy wife.
Go into her, mean have sex with her after this. After you got to wait for it. You got to cut her hair, and you got to wait a month. That's what the book say. Is that that's 14 verse? No.
And it shall be, if thou have no delight in her, then thou shalt let her go whither she will, but thou shalt not sell her at all for money.
Don't prostitute this woman for no money. Just let her go. You found some disfavor in her, let her go. Don't sell her for no money.
Thou shalt not make merchandise of her, because thou hast humbled her.
Okay, that's all I wanted. Let's go to Deuteronomy 22 and 22.
Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 22. If a man be found lying with a woman married to an husband.
That's right. If a man be found, hold on, read it. They say if a man be found lying with a woman married to her, if she got a husband and you lay with her,
then they shall both of them die.
Both of y'all should die. The man and the woman should die. Because that's a great sin. That's horrible there. To lay with another man's wife. That's sick and that's a sin.
Both the man that lay with the woman and the woman, so shalt thou put away evil from Israel.
This is evil when a man go with another man's wife. I ain't got no business looking at your wife. Okay. I think that's it. Go to Deuteronomy 20. Okay, 20 and let's start at 2.
Deuteronomy chapter 20 verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
And it shall be, when ye are come nigh unto the battle, that the priest shall approach and speak unto the people, and shall say unto them, Hear, O Israel, ye approach this day unto battle against your enemies. Let not your hearts faint, fear not, and do not tremble, neither be ye terrified because of them.
Don't be scared of your enemies.
For Yahweh your Elohim is he that goeth with you to fight for you against your enemies.
Yeah, Yahweh gonna fight for you. All you gotta do is trust in him. He'll keep them at bay.
To save you. And the officers shall speak unto the people, saying, What man is there that have built a new house, and have not dedicated it? Let him go and return to his house, lest he die in the battle, and another man dedicate it.
In other words, you go home to your family and don't go to war. The man is married and got kids. He ain't got no business in no army. That's what they're saying. Read.
And what man is he that hath planted a vineyard, and have not yet eaten of it? Let him also go and return to his house, lest he die in the battle, and another man eat of it.
Because if you die in battle, another man gonna eat what you planted. He go the house that you bought your wife and kid. If you go to battle, you gonna get killed. Might get killed. I ain't saying you might get killed. Then somebody else got to go glorify from what you did.
And what man is there that hath betrothed a wife,
married a wife,
and have not taken her? Let him go and return unto his house, lest he die in battle, and another man take her.
In other words, when you married to a woman, you ain't got no business going to no military, no service. That's what they're saying. Don't go to battle when you got a wife and kids. You're supposed to be there with your wife and kids. You ain't got no business in no military, unless you can them with you. But you ain't got no business by yourself going over there. And why would you go in the white man's army anyway and help fight his enemies? They ain't did nothing to you. What the name of the nation did something to you, these Gentiles. They didn't did it. Okay, that's 2 and 7. Let's go to Deuteronomy 24 and 5.
Deuteronomy chapter 24, verse 5. When a man have taken a new wife, he shall not go out to war, neither shall he be charged with any business, but he shall be free at home 1 year, and shall cheer up his wife which he hath taken.
That's right. Don't go no military when you got a wife. You stay at home and take care of them. That's a good man right there. You stay at home and don't go in no military. Take care of home. Okay, let's go to 2 Samuel. 2 Samuel 12, I think, and 24.
2 Samuel chapter 12, verse 24. And David comforted Bathsheba his wife.
See, David comforted Bathsheba his wife, comforted,
and went in unto her, and lay with her, and she bare a son, and he called his name Solomon, and Yahweh loved him.
Yahweh loves Solomon. You can't show me in the New Testament Yahweh loves JC. Do that, you get paid. Okay, second, what's that? Let's go to Esther. Book of Book of Esther. I'm gonna start at the first verse, okay? Yeah. See, Esther 1. No, 1 and 20 and 22. Yeah, 1 through 20. Yeah.
Esther chapter 1, verse 20.
Yeah.
And when the king's decree which he shall make shall be published throughout all his empire, for it is great, all the wives shall give to their husbands honor, both to great and small.
All the wives supposed to respect their husband and treat him right, whether he poor or rich.
And the saying pleased the king and the princes, and the king did according to the word of Memucan, for he sent letters into all the king's provinces, and to every province according to the writing thereof, and to every people after their language, that every man should bear rule in his own house.
Every man should run his own house. That means put Yah first, the man second, the woman third, then the kids. That's how it be ran. Yah first, though. Not you. Not no man. Your word ain't nothing. If you and your wife is having a conversation about any subject or anything, y'all go to the book and let the book define out who's right or who's wrong. Don't use your own opinion. Your opinion ain't nothing. You know, if your wife want to say, well, I think we're gonna celebrate Christmas and stuff, and you be saying, no, I ain't gonna celebrate no Christmas. Well, you supposed to show her in the book why you ain't gonna celebrate Christmas. Don't just be following nobody for nothing. Well, you ain't gonna, well, I can't show you. I don't know. But you know, no, that's ignorance. You know, when you having a debate or a discussion with your wife or whatever, you know, let the book divide who's telling the truth and who lying. The book gonna say it. You know, and if you have any questions or answer problem, call me and I'm gonna let the book answer it. And if I can't let the book answer it, then I ain't gonna say nothing. You know, because then I'll be using my own opinion. But I ain't going to do that. Now, did you finish reading it?
And they should be published according to the language of every people.
Okay. Now let's go to Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes chapter 9. Okay, yeah, Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 7 through 9.
Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 7. Go thy way, eat thy bread with joy, and drink thy wine with a merry heart. For Elohim now accepted thy words. Let thy garments be always...
No, that's accepted thy works.
Oh.
Not words. Yeah.
For Yahweh now accepted thy works. Let thy garments be always white, and let thy head lack no ointment.
Mean clean. Let the white mean clean.
Live joyfully with the wife whom thou lovest all the days of the life of thy vanity,
See, live joyfully with thy wife. Y'all have fun. Y'all go out and do this and do that. You know, just have fun with your wife joyfully. Read.
which he hath given thee under the sun, all the days of thy vanity, for that is thy portion in this life, and in thy labor which thou takest under the sun.
That's 9. Okay. In other words, it say be joyful with your wife. Okay. Let's go to Jeremiah 5. Oh yeah, I wanted to prove too when you when you go to church, church is wrong. You know that's what this Jeremiah 5:7 started at 5 Jeremiah 5:7.
Jeremiah chapter 5 verse 7. How shall I pardon thee for this?
The Almighty said, "How shall I forgive you for this?" Pardon me, forgive. How should I forgive you for this? Now watch what he's talking about for this.
Thy children have forsaken me.
The children have forsaken Yah, turned their back on Yah,
and sworn by them that are no gods.
They sworn by this New Testament, JC, there ain't no God. Hamashiach or Yahshua, whatever kind of name you want to put on him, he's talking about that man in the New Testament at the end of the day. All them names represent that dude in the New Testament, which ain't a fart in a windstorm. Read.
When I have fed them to the full.
When I have told you the whole truth and nothing but the truth, fed you to the full, means and told you the truth.
They then committed adultery.
They did. After I told them not to go to church, they went to church anyway, committed adultery, because when you go to church, that's a form of committing adultery, because you serving and idolizing another God. That's what adultery is too. That's another form and part of adultery when you go to church. Read.
And assembled themselves by troops in the harlot houses.
Every Sunday, every Easter, it's thousands and thousands of black folks in the churches, assembling by troops.
They
in a harlot house. Harlot house mean a whorehouse. Whorehouse mean you whoring after of another deity. You whoring after of another God. Whoring after somebody else. Y'all done fed you to the full and told you the truth, but you choose to go listen to T.D. Jakes and Klepto Dollar and all these other retarded, ungodly men.
They were as fed horses in the morning.
They was as fed horses in the morning.
Everyone neighed after his neighbor's wife.
Everybody in the church looking at their neighbor's wife. Everybody looking at their neighbor's wife in church.
Shall I not visit for these things?
I'm going to visit you for these things, said Yahweh.
Said Yahweh, and shall not my soul be avenged on such a nation as this?
That's right, because we some wicked, evil people going to church and then they're wearing crosses and calling up on a God that can't save, which the white man, the Gentile, gave you on the plantation. The same man that put you in the back of the bus is the same man that put you in the back of the book. So common sense tell me if a man ain't going to treat you right, you know he ain't going to teach you right. You think he going to give you a God that can save, you got to be retarded. Only a fool going to believe that. This man ain't studying you no kind of way. Only when he can get up at you. You know, I ain't saying all people, all white folks are rotten, but the majority of them is. Majority of them ain't worth 2 dead flies. But you got some out there that's some good. But I know a few good white ones. Only a few. Now, okay, I think I covered everything, Johnny Springfield, for you, brother. Now, like I say, if you have any questions about anything, just give me a call. And, you know, you already got my number. Call me any day but on the Shabbat, Saturday. Because I don't answer no phone on Saturday. No, we can't talk on Saturday. Any day but the Saturday. You know, from sunrise to sunset. That's when the Shabbat starts, you know. But I want to give all honor and glory and praise and worship to Yahweh by saying hallelujah, hallelujah. Praise the mighty Yah. Shalom, brother. All right, peace, Johnny.